Oh, what's that weird orange thing in the sky over there? Lagboat. We might actually see some sun. Yay! Whoa, look at it. Morning, so it is Sunday at BDC round 3. What is the time? 8:30, just been through briefing. Have a little bit of a chat and a little bit of learning from what the Pro 2 guys were doing yesterday. I think the judges have ever so slightly tweaked the start and the chicane on that to help the chase driver catch up, which is fair dues, especially in the wet yesterday, because my God was it absolutely pouring. You saw obviously from our practice laps yesterday we were having to deal with some pretty hefty rain, but I'm thankful to say so far it's actually looking lovely, clean skies. Sire's working away behind us there, just cleaning the LS setup. The boys are now waiting to go into the spotters briefing. Dell is on her way as well. So yeah, fingers crossed for cracking weather today and a decent result. So yeah, practice will be in the next 30 or so minutes. We'll watch a couple of guys go past and yeah, go and see what we can do ourselves.
Get it off like hood as you want and get it back on. Can you just hold that forward? Yeah. Oh, shit.
What's happening, Carl?
On his little excursion, he's bent the oil and transmission coolers, so we're just trying to right them. Otherwise, they won't cool everything down properly.
What are you trying to fix?
The additional water pump, the electric one, has stopped working. So yeah, we're just trying to work out why that is. I don't know. We obviously had a bit of a bump then, yeah. But not too sure why that would be suddenly feeling poorly. But yeah, so we'll see if we can find out what is going on with that. Excellent. Yeah, so we've got seems to be a burnt out fuse, which seems very bizarre because those pumps take very little current, but must have just been one of those things, I guess. So yeah, she's keeping cool now, and yeah, see if we can make sure the front end is alright.
How's it looking, Carl, for front end repair?
Almost done. Just got to cable tie the fan back on.
And then we're good to go?
Yep.
So I'd love to be coming to you right now saying how fantastic practice was and stuff this morning. The weather is amazing, the track is amazing, but unfortunately something has happened to my driving today. I've got no idea what is going on. Really struggling with the LS. Yeah, often having like either over centerings or spins or whatever like that on 4 to 5 and then not quite making it out to 6. It's yeah, it's like a different driver and car compared to how we were on Friday and even yesterday in the wet. So yeah, Ollie's has had a bad off on the practice, causing that to finish a bit sooner than we'd hoped for. So unfortunately we didn't get any more laps today. So yeah, we're going to be going in a bit blind for quali today. So I think it'll just be a case of crossing those fingers again and hoping we can pull something out of the bag ready for battles this afternoon if we get that far. So let's see what happens next.
Thank you. Lovely.
Right, Si, can you go in and make sure you hold? I just wonder whether something else has moved to be that far out. It should only be 2 mils different.
2 mil?
Oh fuck, that's what the difference is. Sorry.
The trouble is, I don't know. I know it's 2 mil. I don't know how we're going to do this measurement because I don't actually know the measurement, sorry, on the toe plate. I know it on my fucking string line setup. So what... Whatever. I don't know if we're going to make things worse. This seems a bit tape measure up. Come on. Now let's release the front, release the front. Lined up. Just under 193 and just over 193.
Yes, you want to say a massive thank you to Andy Arnott for making it possible to do this, as he sponsored the entry fee, and all of her drift family. I know Trevor Farman and all those boys down there helping her out. We'll be back to the start line to Ian Biz Phillips. So Ian Biz Phillips on the line next.
Yeah, Ian Biz Phillips, sponsored by Artec Welding, AR12 Gaming, DEI, Morris Lubrications, Talk Tire Street, Lace Gold Electrical, Samco Sport, K&N Filters, NGK Spot, Bugs, VRD Motorsport and Spark Development.
Yeah, so the LS3 Supercharged 350Z, 690 horsepower with that Magnuson Supercharger on the bottom. Now, Ian Biz Phillips been struggling with the setup on this car. He had an absolute mare of a weekend at round 2 at Three Sisters, and this weekend looked like he's been struggling.
He seems to be doing a lot better now in qualifying than he has in practice, though, Ian. This is a reasonably tidy lap from
Yeah,
Biz.
he's actually managing to really pull out the bag now, is Ian Phillips, and he won't, you know, hate me for saying that. He's had a rough
That's smile on their face.
back to the start line. The business.
The business, Ian Biz Phillips.
Yeah, wow.
57.33 on the board, 61 to beat. I mean, he put down quite a good run, I thought.
I mean,
last
look,
time.
like I said earlier, he won't be ashamed for us to say that he was driving really bad earlier in practice.
Yeah.
He kept getting to the bus stop, spinning. The car setup wasn't 100%.
This is looking quite good.
This looks a lot nicer right now. Put down quite a nice run on his first qualifying run. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get inside top 24. 26th at the moment. This looks like he's going to bump him up the order though.
Just shy of clip late, but everything else seems to be working quite nicely for Ian Phillips. He's had a word with himself, and now
he's had a Kit Kat chunky.
He loves a Kit Kat
Don't
chunky.
give it away. Don't give it away. If you know the secret, you know the secret. James Dean has a banana. Ian Phillips has a Kit Kat chunky.
Well,
Adele, his other half, will be out there laughing for sure about that one.
Well, he's definitely had all of his Kit Kat chunky now. You see what? And the judges are rewarding it. 77 from Ben, 76 from Brad, 76.33 overall, putting him in 12.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a little bit kind of lost for words at the moment. Well, all I can say is yes, we're finally qualified. Yes, we found out that we actually had about 30 mil toe out on the front from a couple of little off-track situations this morning, but luckily Mark and Hayden lent us their toe plates and we managed to get a quick alignment in just before the first qualifying lap. So yeah, the car then started to feel a bit more how it was like on Friday. Obviously my confidence was rattled a bit, but yeah, we actually managed to get, I think it was like a mid-70s point run, so happy with that. That dropped us in about 20th, I think, after everyone had been through, so we're actually in the game today. I think we might be up against Mr. Wanacott, so yeah, I know he's been struggling as well, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle to say the very least. But yeah, I think the car is ready, I'm as ready as I can be. I think it's about time for a Kit Kat for me, really, to be honest, but yeah, that'll be the next one, and yes, time to hit the battles.
Hit the tyre, and that brought the front end
Of the
round
car
at the
across,
end,
yeah.
and just sent him all over the drive.
Well, up next, I mean, what do you say about this battle? Incredible battle. Martin Wanacott to take on Ian Phillips, 350Z to take on Toyota JZX.
Very similar colours in these cars. I just noticed on that infographic in front there.
Yeah, and
all the same colours, just different design.
Ian Phillips in that chase position. Wanacott, a little flick initiation, gets wide on clipping point 2 and 3. Now starts to work his way into the bus stop. Very erratic flicks,
Dropped
and another
a wheel.
driver dropping a wheel there. Oh, and he shallows up the angle massively to make that line work through the centre of the circuit. But where is Ian Phillips? What has happened to Ian Phillips? Did he spin in the centre of the circuit? Yeah, I do believe so. Oh, Wanacott stalls up massively through that first hairpin. Wanacott's car not looking at 100%.
No, look at the steering.
Oh!
So that's a spin. So
oh, wow.
Now, even if Ian span first,
well, it's
now
a 0-0.
0-0.
And I will have to clarify that with our judges after the second run, but I am pretty confident that
You're just giving him something.
you'd be a very lenient judge. I mean, we'd see so many one more times. It'd be incredible. Off the line, Phillips, Celine now. Wonacott's been chasing. Can Wonacott's car even put down a run? I mean, if that is a 0-0, all Ian Phillips has to do now is put down a nice lead line and hope to God that Wonacott makes a mistake.
Ian almost dropping a wheel there where Martin did.
Oh,
before, very scrappy.
Phillips,
Wow, big straight from Martin Wonacott.
Both guys making a straight as they come down into outside zone 9. Back onto the throttle. Wonacott jumps up to the door, almost hits Ian Biz Phillips up the back there as they look for that final out zone. Across the line they go. This one is going to be a tough one for the judges. Judges are going to say, look, let's see it go again.
There we go. Well, one more time.
Oh, no. Split panel. It's a split panel. So we are going to go to judges to find out why those guys reset and get for the one more time. It will be Martin Wonacott and Ian Phillips. They get 2 spins. It was 2 zeros, and then the second half of the run, but it was going to be called on 1 run, and it was too scrappy to call it. So those guys had to do it all over again.
So here we go. Hopefully Martin Wonacott's got that car under control. Maybe a few tweaks to steering during the time. Off the line.
Yeah,
a bit of a mischief from Martin there, almost looked like, but nicely into clip 2, very wide for clip 3. Ian Biz Phillips finding it a little bit difficult to chase as Martin Wonacott makes it quite the pace through the centre of the course there. Ian Biz Phillips now starting to get left behind as they come through the second to last corner. Not very much proximity and not very much angle from Ian Phillips, and Martin Wonacott doing a much better job this time around to that lead run. Ian having a little bit of an over rotation there.
Ian Phillips throwing it away just before advantage in this one, or even a 9-1. Down off the line through the gears. Ian Biz Phillips looking to try and put down a clean run. Look at that, very tidy through outside zone 2 as Wonacott jumps onto the back end of that 350Z. They come through the bus stop. Wonacott still with him, very deep from both guys, throwing mud in the air as Wonacott takes some more damage to the back end of that chase. Oh, Wonacott! Wonacott makes a huge mistake. Wonacott makes a massive mistake and has to shut it down, completely shuts it down. And how does this one even play out? How do you even come to a decision on this now?
I mean, it has to be another one.
Well,
it has to go
we
one more
can't
time.
go one more time. We can't go.
Are you alright, man? Oh, fucking hell, what happened there? There's water everywhere.
Is that water from the block? You don't have a block, do you? Well, you know what they're called? You don't carry them on this. Oh, it's blown the plug out there, look.
Oh, you got your core plugs out? Right. Shit, sorry, man. Come here. Yeah, blew a core plug out of his block.
Oh.
There's water everywhere.
That.
Yeah.
Good job, he just fucking done the right idea though and just went straight off the circuit.
Yeah.
It's not often you get people with brains.
Sorry?
It's not often you get people with brains when something goes wrong.
Well, no, you know Martin's got his head screwed on, don't you, as well? Right, we'll see how they call it. Right, cheers, man.
Last weekend, he's saying he's a coffee cake guy. Right, look, big decisions in.
Yeah, here we
Left
go.
for Wonacott, right for Phillips. How did they come to this decision? What is the decision after the one more time? Simon, Ben and Brad. And then
Ian
we go-
Phillips.
Oh, wow, a
Wow.
split judging panel. Right.
Well, it went one more time, and it wasn't the title win that we wanted. You know, Martin went off with a core plug blown out of his block. So yeah, sorry to you, Martin. Obviously, our first battle before the one more time was pretty scrappy and so on. But you know, luckily we kind of came off with maybe some of the less mistakes. But now we're going to be definitely put to the test with Mr. Stefanov. I know he's super fast. He's been on my door already a few times today. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle, and definitely one I'm going to have to pedal the LSZ literally as hard as I physically can. So yeah, bring it on. Let's see what happens in the top 16.
This way, come on. Ah, no, it's nice to see this man in this top 16 battle. Finally. It's very, very happy to see you here. He's had nothing but issues, have you, mate?
Yeah, it's definitely been one hell of a battle over the last, well, few months, I would say. But it's actually nice to be here. It's probably not the way I'd like to have been here. You know, Paul Martin getting, you know, the issues that he had, and obviously the scrappy first battle. But happy to be here and can't wait to have a bash with Mr. Stefanov.
And how's the car feeling? Because I know obviously that the steering and stuff, you had nothing but problems obviously in practice.
Yeah, so Friday practice, the car was fantastic, like it'd never been anything before. But then this morning we had a couple of little offs and it just towed the front out, something ridiculous, which meant my confidence level kept on going down and down and down. But we managed to get the alignment sorted again for quali, and you know, we got in 20th, I think it was. So here we are.
And you're confident?
More confident now, definitely. I think with every run that we do, we get the confidence builds. So yeah, that's what we want to be doing.
Awesome. Well, good luck, and we'll see you out there. Thank you.
Stefan Stefanov now makes his way to the line to face off against Ian Phillips. Ian Phillips, those one more times, took out Martin Wonnacott in
I think Ian
top
Phillips
24.
has got a lot of work here to do against Stefan Stefanov, looking very strong so far today. Not putting too much wrong in.
Stefan Stefanov, I mean, apart from trying to rip the subframe apart in his car, has been absolutely flying all weekend. Ian Phillips, it's safe to say, still not really having the best weekend, very shaky. Yeah, unfortunately.
And there we go, off the line, Stefan Stefanov.
Oh, Stefanov clips the chicane there.
Big flick from Stefanov. Ian Phillips trying to find the side of that door straight away and nearly gets on there. Wow, they're very close. Big transition, but a little bit of a straight in there from Ian Phillips to Stefan Stefanov. A very nice lead line now as they come through the middle of the track, put the hammer down. Stefan Stefanov just putting a little bit of a gap. Ian Phillips just having a few wobbles there behind him, trying to find the door. Does he find it? Does. Very just about making it through the gap there, but found himself in the middle of the track as Stefan Stefanov comes around the final corner. Yeah, I think a few mistakes from Biz there.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes from Biz there. Phillips hanging in this one still just about. Has Stefanov got what it takes to bring the fight to the business? Nice initiation
from Stefanov there as they come through the bus stop. No, very nice line from Ian Phillips.
Oh no! Phillips goes way wide. Phillips goes way wide. He holds in it though, stays in the fight, and Stefanov has to back out of it. Yeah, Stefanov way backs out of it.
He has no idea what's going on now, does he?
And Stefanov reinitiates now as they come through the first hairpin. Ian Phillips gives the car a little tap and says, "Well done, mate. Well done for hanging on to that one." As they make it across the line.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Stefanov there. He had no idea what was going on. He was just trying to make the best of what he could. Ian, unfortunately, making some more mistakes around that track.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's going to be fairly clear cut. Judge from the decision from the judges.
Yeah, are you all right?
I don't know.
You don't know? No. Did you?
I think I am.
You think you're okay? So these two guys pull up to receive the decision from the judges. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I was
Here we
trying
go.
to say.
Left for Stefanov, right for Phillips. I think I know what way this is going to go. And
yeah,
left. There we go. Stefanov gets the win, advances through. Phillips, though, what a weekend. Give him a round of applause.
Still smiling.
Ian Phillips pulled it out of the bag when it really, really mattered. And do you know what? He's having fun. He's still smiling, still happy. He's going to go back to the pits, Kit Kat chunky in hand, and a nice brew for him.
Well, bizarrely enough, I've got a massive grin on my face, but we just come in and we lost against Stefanov, but my God, what an awesome battle. I think that's probably the best ever that I've chased anyone before. So man, fantastic run there. Yeah, I know I messed up a little bit on my lead run on 3, which then knocked me off on 4 and 5, which meant me dirt drop the wheel and stuff, but every day's a school day. Definitely feeling more confident in the car. Now we've got the steering back together again. Hopefully the chase footage and stuff came out on the helmet pretty decent, as well as on the other GoPros on the car, so you can see that and ride along with me. But yeah, buzzing, really happy. The team and the car absolutely surpassed themselves as always. So yeah, now time to go back, do some more tweaks and stuff like that, and maybe not too much, but yeah, take a little bit more seat time with Yogi. and a little bit more advice from Mr. Lamb, and yeah, hopefully next time at Buxton or any of the other events in between that, we'll be coming back even stronger. So yeah, see you guys at those ones.